Okay, January wrap-up. So, for this month of January, I read 4.5 books. The first being, actually the first two, I got free off of Goodreads. The first is by Alex Segarra, and it is Silent City. It's a really good book. And then I had Spilling Blood, Season 1, by G.S. Wright. Really good book, I love it. Love it, love it, love it,
Yes,
love it,
I tried
love
to win that one in Goodreads, but I couldn't.
I swiped it from her. Another short one. I would like them to be bigger because I just love the world that he created. Such a good book. And then I read Vampire Academy. I reread it on my tablet. And then Bone Shaker. This is a trilogy, I do believe. This is the first one, Bone Shaker. It's a kind of like a steampunk zombie apocalypse kind of. I wouldn't say apocalypse, but it takes place in Seattle. It's really good so far, and I haven't. I've been savoring it because I like steampunk. I've really been getting into it, and I've been savoring it. So, but I enjoyed this one a lot.
I like the cover.
It is so pretty. So pretty. And it has like this weird texture to it. I don't know what it's called, but it's like...
Is it like velvety kind of?
Yeah. See?
I like those feeling. Oh yeah. Good times. Book porn.
Good one. Okay, and then for my TBR, I'm gonna finish that one. I'm gonna start Bloodline by Kate Carey. I'm gonna start this one. Sounds interesting. And then I'm going to read a classic. So I'm going to read Walden by Harry David Thoreau.
Henry.
Fun. I said Harry?
Yeah.
Damn it. And then I'm going to get into a spooky one. And I'm going to read House, The Only Way Out Is In by Frank Peretti and Ted Dekker.
I like the cover of that.
Awesome. It is just, it looks like something you would see in like a movie. It just really looks awesome. And then I just got word yesterday that I got a book off of Goodreads. It's called The 10th.
We can do an unboxing.
I am so like stoked about that one, and the cover looks amazing. Oh my gosh. So, I don't remember the lady's name, but it is a lady, and it's her first book. And it's getting rave reviews, so I'm really excited. So when I get that, I'll be reading that this month. So yeah, that is it.
So, my wrap up for January, I actually read 15 books this month, all because of my lovely Kindle.
Not a Kindle.
I'm sorry. Okay, try that again. Galaxy
Kindle.
Tab.
Yeah.
Sorry, Samsung Galaxy Tab.
Call it your tab.
My tab. So I'm just gonna, I guess I'll start from the bottom of my list and work my way up. So I started out the month with Insurgent and Divergent. Divergent and Insurgent. Switch that.
Like you read the second one first? That was confusing.
It's on the bottom, that's why I read it first.
UK cover too.
Yes. So I started the month out with those. I love those. Now I just need to read Allegiant, which I won't download on my Kindle because it was a different file.
Keep calling it a Kindle.
I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
My tablet. So because I couldn't get it to download onto my tablet, I moved to City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, which...
And you should say, not that everyone knows, but Veronica Roth wrote Divergent and
Yes,
Insurgent.
sorry. So I read City of Bones. I need to finish that series, so...
Put that down just a little.
Sorry. I can't read otherwise.
Look at my face.
I read Splintered by A.G. Howard. I love
The best book.
that
Did
book.
you read the second one?
No, I have not read Unhinged yet. That's. I also read by Rochelle Mead. I read Bloodlines, which is the new series, spin-off, whatever you want to call it, for her Vampire Academy. And then after that, I read Beltane, which is the first book of the Thea Heartsong Chronicles. I don't know who this is by. It doesn't say
I think
who the
that
author.
was a free one from Amazon.
I don't know who this is by.
Way to prepare.
Thea Heartsong.
Seriously?
That's what it says. Thea Heartsong.
She named the series after herself?
I guess so. Hey, where did it go? Okay. Then after that, I read Ruby Red by Kristen Gear.
Gear.
Thank you.
According to BookTube.
I love that. I love this series. It's a time traveling series. It takes place in present and in the past. I will be reading book 2 and 3, which is Sapphire Blue and Emerald Green. Probably, maybe not this month, maybe next month. That's to be determined.
Right away.
Then I read Dying in Style by Elaine Viets. This one was a good book. I've read so many books, I'm just like, which one was this one?
That's the problem with reading so many books.
Yes. And then I started reading Fairy Tales and Nightmares by Melissa Marr, but I got to a section where it's like, I know I read the book, I think I read the series that this middle section's...
The Wicked Lovely series.
Yeah, but I don't remember what happened, so I have to go back and read it. Then I read Marie Antoinette Serial Killer
That's not
by
the book.
Katie Allender. Oh my gosh. First of all, I love Paris. So reading
Marie
this book,
Antoinette.
it was just awesome. I mean, a ghost who comes back to kill. Hey. And then I read Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo.
Bardugo.
Thank you.
Bardugo.
It takes place. It takes place. Looks like in Russia, maybe
Yeah.
pre-industrial revolution Russia. Really good book. I will need to read the next ones. Then I read Anti-Goddess, and I'm into a lot of your Greek mythology, and this book, Anti-Goddess, was really good.
She like Cruel Beauty?
Yeah.
Because that has Greek mythology in it, if you like that.
And then I read Cooking Up Murder by Miranda Bliss.
Did that have recipes in it?
This one did not.
Oh.
That's a bummer.
This version did not. But that was really cute.
Kind of cozy mystery type.
Yeah, adorable. And then I read Losing It. It's a series that I just started too, so
Start saying the author name.
I don't know who the author is.
Carmack wrote Losing It.
Thank you. And I have been
And Kendar Blake wrote Anti-Goddess.
That's one. Okay.
You're at 6 minutes.
We need to
And
redo
then-
your thing. You're totally like...
Wither by Lauren DeStefano, which is part of the Chemical Garden trilogy. I just finished this book last night. Must read the rest of the series that's out there.
I really like the series.
I was getting angry towards the end.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah. So, that's the books that I have read. Is that all 15? Sounds like it. Maybe.
Didn't read any... Oh!
So, my to be read this month, I'm gonna be flat out honest. I don't know what I'm going to be reading this month. I am currently reading 2 books right now. I'm reading The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I haven't gotten that far into it, so I will hopefully finish this one this month. I tend to read my physical books at home, and this I use at work, so... And then I've also been slowly reading The Witch's Daughter by Paula Braxton. I haven't gotten that far into this one, so I definitely will be reading this one. And I
show the cover. You show the
I
back.
did.
You show the back.
I did. I'm also probably going to read Unhinged and Allegiant and probably 15 more other books this month. Probably going to read either Brigid's Quest or Little Men and Joe's Boys. I don't know. I just whatever I feel like reading, whatever I can get to download on my Kindle that day. Or I'm
You have Kindle envy.
Yes, she does.
Or my tablet. I'm going to read, and so wait for the end of this month and find out what I read.
Oh, you could probably read a whole book while we wait in line to see Panic at the Disco.
Yeah. I will probably take one of these too, because
Yeah.
I'm not taking this with me to Downtown Disney.
I
No.
think I might bring this one.
So, okay, but that's my to be read.
Okay. My January wrap up. Well, I was going to say 15. You have that number in my head.
Sorry.
I read only 12 books.
Hey, that's still good.
Only 12.
Only 12. And I read only 4.
I am kind of in a race with her now.
You don't have to be.
Yes, I do. It's a competition now.
You didn't have competition growing up, now you do.
Yes.
Yes. Just making up for it.
So I guess I'll start with my Kindle books, which I cannot show you because they're not here. Okay. Well, let's see. Which one's I read Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, which was the read-along by that Ginger Reads Laini did on YouTube. And I've been wanting to read it for a long time, but I don't know why I haven't read it. I had it on my Kindle, and she said she was going to do a read-along with it, so I'm like, this is the perfect time to read the book. So I did. And I loved it. And I'm not really going to go into it because it's all over BookTube. Everyone knows what it's about. I also read The Bane Chronicles, The Runaway Queen, which is the second one in The Bane Chronicles, by Cassandra Clare and Maureen Johnson. I liked this one because it involved Marie Antoinette and France, and I really did like it. But it's like a little tiny novella, you know, they're just ebooks, so it took me like a day to read, not even.
Technically, I kind of cheated because I read a couple novellas.
It's
Still a book.
It's a very short book that I can read within 45 minutes sometimes.
Okay. I also read Unravel Me and Fracture Me by Tahara Mafi. Holy crap. So cannot wait for Ignite Me to come out Tuesday. Cannot wait. Everyone knows what those are about too. Yes. Warner. Yes.
They don't know what I'm talking about.
Nope. It's like
What? Nope. Okay, I also read Dangerous Dream, which is the novella, like, prequel kind of thing to Dangerous Creatures that involves, Ridley and what's his name?
oh yeah, you told me about that.
What's his name?
Oh.
What's this? Link.
Incubus.
I kept wanting to call him Cam. I don't know where that came from. I don't know who Cam is.
Oh, Dangerous Creatures. Okay.
Yeah.
You mean Beautiful Creatures?
No,
It's a new series they have.
Oh.
It's gonna be about Ridley and Link. This is like a little prequel thing they had. It's good. I enjoyed that. That's by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I wrote this down in a notebook because, yeah.
She took them off her Kindle.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I have too many books on my Kindle. I can't. I had to go look up on Goodreads and what I remembered what I read this month or last month.
Then I read Love's Forbidden Flower, which I saw on Goodreads in my recommendation thing, like when you read a book, you know how they have the like
little sidebar.
like
kind
you might also enjoy this book.
Yeah.
Because I read Forbidden like a couple years ago by Tabitha Suzuma, which is an amazing book. It does involve a brother and sister falling in love with each other.
Oh.
So if you're not cool with that, you know, you might not like it. So this is kind of the same idea of that, like the brother and sister fall in love. It is not as good as that book. I didn't really like it. I finished it because I felt like I needed to finish it, but I don't think I'm going to read the sequel, and I didn't really like the writing. I just didn't think it was just not what I was expecting. I read 2 crappy books this month, which I'm kind of bummed about. That's by Diane Ranella. I mean, check it out if you think you like it, but I personally did not enjoy the book.
Then I read The Last Girl by Kitty Thomas, which I also didn't enjoy. It's about a girl who gets kidnapped by a vampire, and he wants her as this sex slave thing, and he thinks he's gonna kill her, but they end up falling in love, blah blah blah. Just didn't like it. I really hated the girl. I thought she was so stupid.
Is it like new adult or adult?
Yeah, well, it's not new adult. It's on like 50 Shades of Grey kind of level.
Oh.
And it's like super tiny. I just really thought the writing wasn't that good, and I just really hated the main girl. And I didn't even rate this on Goodreads. That's how much I hated it. I couldn't even give it 1 star.
Wow.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that one.
And then I just finished The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I am late to the party here.
You are.
So are they, because they haven't read it at all.
No, I didn't want to read a book about cancer. Sorry.
That's why I wasn't going to read it, because I don't like books about cancer. I didn't really feel like, I mean, I knew I wanted to read it eventually, but
Too close to home.
yeah, I don't like cancer-related things, and I really didn't feel like crying.
But then the trailer got released. That thing looks amazing. That movie it sold me on reading the book. And I loved it. I got it on my Kindle. Today we went to like 5 different stores looking for a good deal on the book, but that's a whole adventure we won't talk about right now. But, oh my god, it was just, I loved it. I loved it. I gave that 5 stars, definitely, obviously, so as most people who've read it. So, yes. And then, here we go with, well, I only have 3. And the physical books I read. Living Dead Girl by Elizabeth Scott. This book was good. It was about a girl who gets kidnapped when she's a kid, and, you know, she's kind of like raised by this creepy dude who sexually abuses her and everything, and it's her story. I mean, I've seen it go around on BookTube. I'm not super awesome about explaining things. If you want a review, then I'll point it out better, but I liked it. It's really super small, so that didn't take very long to read. So yeah, I give this about a 4 stars. And then, Unhinged. I got it the day it was released by A.G. Howard. This is the sequel to Splintered, which is about a messed up kind of Alice in Wonderland deal. Oh my god, 5 stars. I cannot wait for the next one. Cannot wait. This book ends on such a cliffhanger, but it's so good. Oh, and the cover is beautiful. So beautiful. And then, the last book I read that I just finished last night was Divergent by Veronica Roth. I have read this before, but I got the box set for Christmas, and I haven't read Insurgent or Allegiant, so I wanted to reread Divergent before I continue on with the series. So, obviously, I've already read this. I know it's amazing. I gave it 5 stars. Yes. So that was my January wrap-up.
Okay.
To be read.
This is going to be my February TBR. Kind of, possibly.
Maybe.
Not sure.
First of all, I'm already reading Insurgent by Veronica Roth. Obviously. I might, if I finish this, which I know I will within a couple days, I might go on to Allegiant. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to read this one because of everything I've heard. Thank God I haven't been spoiled, but I'm still kind of terrified. And then possibly Starters by Lissa Price, because I know Enders, the sequel, just came out like a couple weeks ago, so I want to read this. And it looks really good. I'm not entirely sure what it's about. It's like dystopian type future, crappy world. You know, like every other book.
But it looks good, and the covers are cool, so not that you should judge a book by its cover, but we all do.
We do.
Awesome cover!
And then I want to read Finding It by Cora Carmack. I've already started it, but I kind of got distracted when I bought.
Is that like a sequel?
It's the sequel to Losing It.
No, it's kind of like a
companion.
This isn't. I don't think this one is related because it's not people in it.
But it's in the
thinking of
same...
another. I know what book you're thinking of. That's kind of a sequel, but in her friend's.
Oh, okay.
It's like her friend. What's her friend's name? Oh my god. Whatever.
Well, I got this for Christmas, and I've already started it, and it's just kind of, you know, fun, light, new adult, kind of funny moments in it. Kind of like Losing It and all her other books if you've read any of them. I highly recommend them if you like new adult. That's kind of on the lighter side. I really highly recommend her. Plus, you know, this is signed. It's so cool.
Then I possibly am gonna read The Fifth Wave.
You haven't read that?
No, I haven't. I have been distracted.
Talk to him, baby.
I have been distracted with my Kindle.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things on my Kindle I want to read.
But I really, really want to read this book. Everyone already knows this book. It's been around for a while now, going around BookTube. But yeah, The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Hopefully, I will get to it this month. Not making any promises, because I don't really know. I'm a little bit ADD, and I have trouble making TBRs. Because I will change my mind constantly. Plus, I have a bunch of books on my Kindle, so the only way we'll really know what I read is when I do my wrap-up. That's it! Yay! Oh! I forgot. Oh. Take two.
What?
I am going to read Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Because Ginger Reads Laney is doing another read-along this month. And I already got it from my Kindle, ready to go. And I think that doesn't start for like another week or two. But I'm definitely going to read that. And possibly Days of Blood and Starlight by Lady Taylor. Because I've already read Daughter of Smoke and Bone and I loved it, so I already started it, but then I got distracted with other books, like Divergent. And she's totally playing on her fake Kindle.
Hey! Her Findle.
It's a Findle! Okay, now I'm really done.
Ah.